Everybody, I hope you're doing well. So look on the screen, this lady, she's a little disgruntled, little upset. I understand. I totally understand. The caption reads, when you've been on hold with the unemployment office about 5 denied appeals just to be rerouted and ignored. So there was a video, and for the life of me, I can't find them. You guys send me a lot of stuff, and then I'm like, oh my god, I'm watching, and you're entertaining me, and I'm like, oh my goodness, and then before you know it, it's like, well, let's see, that may be video number 27, and guess what? I can't find it. Oh, let me go to my history, and before you know it, it's like, oh my gosh, where is it? It's in Never Land. Let's go ahead and get to it. So there was a video I wanted to share with you, and that you probably saw it. This young man, he spoke about how there was I guess a fast food or something in the neighborhood, and you already know what happened. Probably a fast food in the neighborhood, and basically what happened, it was Bonquifa and her crew working in that particular establishment, and Bonquifa and her crew, which he didn't call them that, but I did, just ignorant workers doing what they do, unpleasant with the customers, bad for business. So he said one day he went in there, and surprise, surprise, guess what happened? Bonquifa and her crew were totally gone. Yes, Bonquifa and her crew were totally gone. And what happened, they had all new people in there. All the new people, by the way, were immigrants. Okay, well, I'll just say of Hispanic origin. Okay, is what he was saying. And he said, and when he went in there and saw all the new people, the service was totally different. That part right there. He said, sorry about that, kind of multitask. He said the service was totally different, that the people honestly asked him, how may I help you? Instead of you walking up to the counter and looking at you like, what's up? Like the words, how can I help you, can't come out of their mouth. And he was like, basically, which I don't find surprising. He said, basically at that location, the service was better. And that's what I want to talk about. The service was better. So recently, this here was a professional business, and I'd already heard about them, that I'd already had my little, I'll say my experience with them. And so they had a lot of complaints. And sadly, you've got Black women that work there, like 98%. And sadly, the business had all these complaints, and the complaints were from other Black people. It was just ignorant people hired, ignorant, hating people. But you know what? They knew how to turn the charm on when it came to Hispanic people and white people. All the complaints. So, being you have a lot of complaints, clientele, heavily African American, they're not going to sit up here and let Bonquifa just ruin the business. I wouldn't either. So fast forward, the word is, oh, someone told me they're going to go ahead and fire all those Black women. And I said, I do not care. They're firing a group of ignorant women, self-hating, mad about your life, and mad maybe about your decision. The decision that you made. Life happens to us all. What you need to do sometimes, you find yourself in the jam, maybe sit your behind down and start to do something that you rarely do, is think. For the ghetto kind that don't get it. Maybe try that. You're up here coming to this job, taking your anger out on everybody else. Oh, it's a low-paying job. Well, guess what? You deal with a low-budget baby daddy, so what you expect? You know the man wasn't a provider. He can't provide for himself, but yet still you decide to go up there, lay down with him, have a baby. So talk about a low-budget job. You deal with a low-budget boo, and guess what? That's on you. And some, I'm sure, have more than one child. So you got all this negative energy, and you're bringing it up to this job. And heaven forbid, it's a Black woman that appears to be professional. She's dressed nice. Oh, I already know you're going to give her the business. So they're making a decision to go ahead and let them go. And guess what? I do not care, because some people don't listen. Experience is going to be the best teacher. You could barely hold on to that little piece of job. And it's things like that. It's like, you ever been in customer service? I've said, just like before, at a store that I've mentioned before, and it's like, you go there, they bring out the champagne and I was just in there a little while ago browsing, and the lady's like, oh, I want to see what you like, and pull up my account, and they get the drinks and all that going. It was some black men working at Gucci too. Just ignoring. I mentioned a time when I was looking at some bags and the lady had like, I'm like, there are too many bags on the counter. This is looking kind of tacky. Bringing bags from the back. The guy was actually, and the lady. And I just told the young black man, okay, you can go ahead and put these back. Because there was too many bags on the counter and it wasn't looking, I said, this is just too many bags up here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I looked at these, you can put them back in the back. He just totally ignored me. Totally ignored me. Becky, she's there. She's like, looking at him. And I knew what it was. It's called, I ain't putting these bags in that because she said so. And so she's like, put the bags in the back. Gotta tell him. Why? I knew what time it was. I already knew what time it was. It's called, that's a black woman. I ain't, And once he dealt with, they were just looking, didn't make a purchase, but I did. See how stupid? Bad for business. So someone said, oh, they're going to get rid of all those black women. I don't care because what's up there is stupidity. It is. And if you can't do the job, someone else will. And that's why some, not saying this lady right here, that's why some sitting up here now, you have to be an idiot. Do you not see what is going on in this economy? You can't be this dumb. Are your braids too tight? Is that lace front too tight? Do you not see what's going on in this economy? You cannot be this dumb and you don't understand. Because guess what? The job you get fired from, that might be the last one for a very long time. I can't sympathize with stupidity no matter who it is. But we have to also, we cannot negate the fact that guess what? Surprise, surprise. There are black women that hate other black women too. Hatred permeates the group. I mean, seriously. And because little Bonquifa and little Kiki is behind the counter and you mad about your life and your baby daddy and you see a black woman coming in, well-dressed, she's professional, excuse me, man, da, 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 and you're not used to that, you already think, oh, she's better than me. She's made better decisions than you. That's what she's done. So you would think if you got half a brain, that would be your jump start that, hey, I want to make better decisions too, so I can be on the other end. And I thought about it. Someone was like, maybe surprised to hear me say that. Do you think a company's going to sit up here and just let Bonqueef and them ruin their business? Hell to the no. It doesn't work like that. They're not going to sit up here and let Bonqueef just run the show. Oh, well, that's how they are. No, no, no. It's too many people out there looking for a job. It's too many out there looking for a job. It's too many. So they don't have to deal with you. You may think they do. Now you know. And I said, that's the part that's so sad. You can't even talk to people like that. So it's like the complaints. It's like that young dude I told you about when they said the one that they got him from the warehouse. And by the way, it was a black man that helped him, get up out of there from the warehouse to the corporate office. And then when they're like having conversations like, okay, round table. So, hey, how can we do this better, to try and maximize their profits, share ideas. Here he is. Part of the TDG, the tear down group. He's always thinking, no, that don't make no sense. No. Doesn't know how to say, well, you know what, so that's a good idea. I do have one concern, however, and then do that. Or maybe say, that's a good idea, and then a piggyback. And how about we add this too? But no. So ignorant, part of the TDG, the tear down group. No. They pulled him in, have a conversation with him, let him know, that's not quite how they operate. They want to kind of have an environment where everyone is heard. You understand? So when they pulled him in one-on-one, that should have been your heads up of what not to do. But no, not dumb. He kept it up again. Meeting number 2, same old thing. Dude. Then next thing you know, another little sit down. That should be, you're the only one doing it. You can't tell by the conversation that what you're doing is undesirable behavior. And then what does old Big Mama say? Which I don't care to be invited back to your place. No way. What does she come up with? Oh, I should have said something. No. I didn't have, because I had said, hey, I already knew that was going to happen. I already knew he was stupid and he was not able to take care of, to realize he got a lucky break from the warehouse. I already knew that he's too stupid. The fact that you mentioned they talked to you again and you still did the very same thing. So you're too stupid. You are too dumb to survive. As my father said, just too dumb to live. In this case here, too dumb to stay employed. They're telling you what is not acceptable, and yet you still gonna do it. Next thing you know, they fired us behind. These companies don't need you. It's like, it makes me wonder, do you not look at what's going on around in the universe? Do you not see what's going on in business and life? You didn't get the memo. And obviously not. Obviously, somebody real slow. So this here, it doesn't surprise me. It's not like there are so many jobs out there and no one's wanting. No, 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 no. It's going the opposite direction. So it's not to sound mean, and when I said that, I could tell that someone kind of took it away. Oh, you're supposed to be for women, yeah, but I'm not for ignorance. I am not for ignorance. So if we're going to be true, we're going to be honest. Let's be realistic. There are a lot of black women that hate other black women. There are a lot of black people, we don't understand success or how to get there. All you might know is your little world. Where guess what? Everybody does the same thing, and everybody is a baby mama, and everybody sitting up here got a baby dad, and everybody sitting up here is going on the Section A reduced rent program, got a voucher. Oh, you know what I'm saying? That's all you know. There's a whole new world out there, and then you see somebody as a part of it. If anything, I was like, wow, there was this young dude. Oh, he was smooth. I gotta give it to him. I got to give it to him. They had this young black man. He worked in a fast food. Never forget it. You're at that fast food, and you would have thought he was sitting up there at a high end store at the fast food. He really stood out. This young black man worked at the fast food, and he really stood out because when you go there to order food, you would order the food, and then he was talking, and he'd be like, okay, ma'am, anything I can add to with your order? And I hope you're doing your day-to-day as you're getting your stuff together if you're not prepared like I wasn't. He was just so professional. Okay, and we thank you for patronizing our business. And I was like, huh? At the fast food? He's thanking you for patronizing the business, and we hope you please come again. They had him at the window. And when he came off like that, I had seen him there before. And I said, wow. I had told one of my relatives, I said, you know what? I said, oh, he's on it. I said, he is on it. I said, I can guarantee you, he is not going to be at this fast food for long. I said, oh, no, he's not going to be. He is not going to be working here for long because guess what? Someone is going to recognize him in business, know the fast food, they can probably pay him more. And with that attitude, someone's going to go ahead and come along, give him a business card, and guess what? He's going to be up out of there. Guess what? Went up there again, maybe like a month later, he was no longer there. I'm like, hey, where's the guy you had on the window? And I came and kind of gave the description. Oh, he left. And my relative said, oh, that's what he was working on. She said, that's why he was doing that. And nice looking too. She said that was his way out. And you know what? I agree. That was his way out. It wasn't a female. It was a male. That was his way out, and it made perfect sense. And guess what? It worked. Bonquifa don't get it. I'm telling you, this guy was at the fast food at the window. Thanks for coming to so and so. Okay, is your order correct? Okay, that'll be giving the amount. How's your day going? And as you're waiting, he's just interacting with the customer. Thanks for patronizing us. Hope you come back and see us at the fast food window. He's the only. That's just not the norm. But what happened? Fast forward. Old boy is already gone. That's a business person. He's representing himself, not just that company, but representing himself. And I knew then. I said, yeah, I bet somebody probably saw how he was, and they probably like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and maybe try to hire him for my company. And he left. It is what it is. I sent a company to tell some young black women, oh, hey, here's how, here's what we'd like. Well, I can't be doing all that. Or they want me to be fake. It's not about you. It's about a darn job that we know that you're being a single mom and you're behind sure does need. You got to take care of you, your kids, by yourself, and you're even helping your mama on that little check. Oh, I can't do all that. They want me to be fake. Too dumb to stay employed. I can't sympathize. So if that company is like, oh, they're gonna get rid of those black women. Well, if you're stupid, girl, that's on you. I'm not worried about you, baby. You are too dumb to stay employed. That's how I see it. Too dumb to keep a job. And the issues, it's always what? Black women dealing with other black women. Why? It's the jealousy and hatred that strong. Why? Is the stupidity that strong? I guess it is. Obviously so. So, like this lady on the screen looking unhappy, when you've been on hold with unemployment office about five denied appeals just to be rerouted and ignored. And this state, where this was happening, was called an at-will state. They can fire you for any reason. So yeah, they're about to fire all of them. No, you can't tell them anything. I'm not just gonna hop on a bus and cape for them. No. Look, Kiki got it. She know what to say. She know what she doing. I just cannot. I cannot advocate for ignorance. Too dumb to stay employed. Your job is on the line. What you need to take care of you and your baby, so you don't have to steal diapers off somebody's porch, cause your baby need them diapers. Do they not listen to the news? So that right there, I thought about it. I said, that's the part that's really, really sad. If they let them go, which I'm sure that they will, let them go, it might be a minute before they get the next opportunity. That's the part that's sad and can't even see it. But you got tunnel vision and it's stupid. You cannot see, hey, look what's going on around you. There's not a plethora of jobs you can go ahead and get. And you're already at the bottom with limited skills. Your personality, I'm sorry, it sucks. All those complaints, too dumb to understand business. That's gonna drive people to stop coming there. And so they're so stupid, I think. You think because it's black women, oh, it's okay. I can act up with them. Those black women are customers, honey, with money. Again, that business, they're not about to sit up here because Keisha Jones having a bad day. They're not going to deal with your ignorance. You're going to learn the hard way. And I have no sympathy. As my daddy said, too dumb to live. Too stupid. I'm not going to, oh no, let's. He that is ignorant, leave him ignorant. Leave that fool where they are. That's what I say. And that's biblical. He that is ignorant, leave him ignorant. You can't change him. I said, and that's the part that's really, really sad. What's your transportation looking like? Are you driving or riding a bus? You think many jobs, even in customer service, this time of the year, there are people getting their budgets together for next year. Most of them aren't hiring. They might start hiring after next year. And you might get a little seasonal. Well, guess what? The bills, that overhead is not seasonal, it's every day. That mortgage, that HOA, the mortgage, it needs to be paid every month. And most Americans, and especially at that level, you already know most Americans, even the middle class, what's left of it, the last three people, being facetious, is what do you call it? Check the check. So they finna get rid of all of them. Like this here, I've seen this before. They've talked to them. I wouldn't be worried about them. Just as long as they don't have your address and start showing up and trying to get their little man to steal from you. I don't worry about them. They're too stupid. Don't know how to listen. Caught up in the world of ignorance. That's the female seed of poverty D. And that's where they're gonna stay. Just hope and pray they don't do something stupid once they get fired and get pregnant again. But even that, I don't care. I've seen people like that before. And that's why I said that's interesting. I think that they think, oh, well, it's black women, so guess what? I'm black like them. They ain't gonna complain. I can go ahead and disrespect them. It's gonna be okay. Little Kiki gonna learn today when she get that tap 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 tap. You gonna learn. They're letting you go. But I wait. They're letting you go. And you better hope you can get the unemployment, because if they can show just cause, might be just like on the screen here, on hold with the unemployment office, about 5 denied appeals. You can appeal. At this point, ma'am, I'm not trying to knock it for you, but I wish you will. At this point, if they have denied it 5 times, they might just have, oh, let me see some paperwork to justify it. Keep on looking for a job. Wish you well. But there are people too dumb to survive. So when I heard about that, I'm like, oh, I already know. Those little ghetto women, I already know. I don't. So and then I was dealing with the ignorance. It's to the 10th power. Too dumb to stay employed. So I said they must think that they can disrespect black women. In other words, like it's okay. It's just black women. No one's taking it seriously. See, in business, you're watching that bottom. You're watching that your profits. P&L, profit and loss. Little Bonquifa, who's taking the orders, was working at that location. You know, she doing her little phone work and her little data entry. Little Bonquifa don't get it. Because profit and loss is not part of her tax situation. When she does her taxes, no, profit and loss. What's that? She don't get it. But see, the business does. Too dumb to stay employed. I said, they must think it's okay to disrespect black women. Just like those ninjas did, those black men. Just like they did. And they all got fired. Just do your job. Make the delivery. Just do that. Just do the job. It's black women. I'm not going to do it. I said, wow, this is crazy. So we have an issue now where black people can be fired from their jobs, are being fired because they can't respect the customer of the black people. And then you wonder why some black-owned businesses will hire non-black people. The hatred and the stupidity is real. So when it's like that, go ahead and put your name on the hashtag starve them out list. When it's like that, put your name on it. That's what's going to happen. So that, well, they're getting ready to get rid of all those black women. And they're getting rid of ignorance. Because where they can't do the job, be respectful, somebody else can. Give somebody else a chance. So yeah, so I'm not worried about, no. They're right there. I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm not surprised. I understand business. And in business, the customer base is important. So, little Kiki in Banquifa, good luck. Hope you don't end up on the screen. Being on hold with the unemployment office about 5 denied appeals. How long those appeals take to be denied 5 times? I bet those checks by that time, more than likely, because unemployment is temporary, more than likely those checks might be drying up. Those checks might be drying up. What's going to do? Go to a credit card? That little, and it's more than likely in some cases a secure credit card where they put some money down or something. It's not really a credit card, but I guess they're trying to get you to the next level. That little $300, $1,000 credit limit ain't gonna work. That'll go so fast, and that's the backup. It's that hard out here. People with intelligence can hardly find employment. So what makes you think you kind of flying below the intelligence radar? So yeah, so that I said that, and know my personality, girl. No, it's not about that. This right here, this is the seed of poverty. They're very ignorant. This right here, she is more likely, with her and her main, is to go ahead and raise her child instead of being a beautiful kid in the neighborhood. No, her kid is going to be a little gremlin, a gremlin criminal. The one that's stealing things. And it ain't my son. It wasn't him. So the same thing about our baby daddy. So some people, my father is right, they're too dumb to survive, too dumb to live. You go along today. So yeah, that I don't have any sympathy. I don't care. Because that person is ignorant by choice and self-hating, and you can't fix it. If anything, they'll try to hurt decent black women like you all and myself. They'll try to hurt us. So that's pretty much the enemy. That'll be the one here, grab your purse and shoot you, and she'll be hiding them out. Girl, you know what? I had a bag just like that, and I had a little ink mark on the same spot. Girl, that might be your bag, and she'll be carrying it, walking down the street, showing her friends flossing at the club with that bag. It may even have a blood spot on it where the food done knocked you down and try to cut you or shoot you. Yeah, I couldn't get that blood out, girl. So Bonquifa, it's like, look what's happening in the economy. Too dumb to stay employed. I have no sympathy. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you all think. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share, and I'm out.